Damn, dude. So yeah, did you expect this 4-0? Then this is worse than Chelsea, bro. Did you really
Yeah, I think
expect a
it's
4-0 result?
no, definitely not, dude. I think it's worse than Chelsea, just simply because Barcelona couldn't compete. In the first 45 minutes, I think we saw Atletico de Madrid just pretty much one step ahead of Barcelona throughout the whole 45 minutes, right? And
Yeah.
I obviously didn't expect it, but I also think that Simeone learned his mistakes from last year, right? In the first leg, because in
Yeah.
the first leg, if you recall, Atletico de Madrid scored two quick goals against Barcelona, but then they kind of sat back, right? This time it was kind of
Mhm.
different. They said, hey, you know what, let's go for the kill. So they just kept attacking and attacking and attacking. I thought he was going to do the same, right? Usually what he does is 20, 30 minutes, they go all out. And then after that, it's like they say, like, oh, let's just kind of like conserve the goal lead. But they didn't. But just real quick, I kind of wanted to tell you though, I think that we saw what we've been seeing from Barcelona the whole season when it comes to facing top teams, right? We saw that against PSG, right? Of course. We saw that against Chelsea. We saw that even against Real Madrid, who, in my opinion, weren't the best Real Madrid in the Supercopa final. Rhythm wise, they weren't the best Real Madrid. And then we saw that against right now as well. And then you can possibly even include Sevilla there as well, right? Where Barcelona have just been horrendous in those 5-4 games. And I think a lot can be discussed, bro. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, dude. I think like I've told you before, right? I think unfortunately, bro, if Flick believes that he can trust having Eric Garcia as center back and having Ferran Torres as a number 9, bro, I think that that's going to backfire, and I'm glad it happened now. So maybe this could be like a wake up call to Flick. Because having Eddie Garcia as a center back, bro, is a liability. I like Eddie Garcia, in the CDM position or even as right back. I don't think he's that bad. But as a center back, bro, against top teams, he's a liability. And he showed it today, right? We all know that we're talking about it, right? We all know that Bartlett likes to go up. He hardly tracks back. His defending is non-existent. So if you have that, then why do you complicate yourself more by putting Eddie Garcia as a center back? So that's one thing right there. And then, Ferran Torres, bro, we keep saying it. He offers nothing up front, no threat whatsoever. Lewandowski came in, but, we understand Lewandowski because of his age, right? We already know that he's already pretty much ending his career. But Ferran Torres, bro, what does he give you? What does Ferran Torres honestly give you up there, up front? He offers nothing, absolutely nothing. No threat, uh, no assist, no gameplay, no connection, disappears in tight moments in tight games. Julian Alvarez, bro, he went, I forget how many games he was without scoring a
11.
single goal.
I heard him in
Yeah.
the commentary saying 11.
And then he comes in, but what does he give you before the goal, right? What did he give you? A good assist, threat, because he was threatening, right? But Ferran Torres doesn't give you that, bro. So, I think I have said that a lot of Barca's defensive mistakes come from the fullbacks. When the fullbacks, they unfortunately when they're not defending very well, Barca look exposed, right? And especially when they're going in the final third, and they're not also producing in the final third, like dangerous crosses, right? Um, or even dangerous through passes or whatnot. So yeah, I think we've been seeing what we saw, like you said, right? We've been seeing against the top teams, against Real Madrid, PSG, Chelsea. It's the same thing we've been seeing where teams already kind of know how to hurt Barca. And unfortunately, if Flick doesn't change it around, bro, then I honestly don't think he's gonna get far in the Champions League either.
Well, in terms of the Champions League, bro, I'll be honest with you. I think I said this after, Chelsea pretty much, you can say outplayed Barcelona, even PSG, right? I said that given the moment that they were at that time, I didn't think that Barcelona were going to go ahead and obviously win the Champions League, right? And
Yeah,
depending on the opponent they face in the round of 16s, right? The knockout, quarterfinals, whatever, I feel like they can get eliminated, right? Um,
yeah,
Barcelona have not been playing good the whole season, bro. And I think it's a mixture of maybe injuries, right? Because let's not forget that Pedri and Rafinha have been in and out for obviously league, right?
yeah,
But not only just that, bro, I think that the defense, right? Just going back to real quick to the whole Balde thing and Eddie Garcia, I agree with you, right? I prefer Eddie Garcia as a CVM, right? As a holding midfielder, or I prefer him as a right back, right? But as a center back, I don't I agree with you. And the reason why is because time in and time out, we've seen Eddie Garcia struggle in a center back position, right? Um, the player that I will say that I have to blame a lot, bro, this game, and I've been saying this for a very long time to you, bro, is Balde, right? Balde does not defend,
Yeah,
bro. I know
yeah,
Balde
that's
goes
true.
up, but the thing about it is that there has to be, I guess, there has to be a balance, dude. If you're going
Hmm.
to go up, make sure that you can track back down, right? Many times we've seen Balde lose the ball while being up, and he's just strolling back, right? And then you
Hmm.
have whether if it's Eddie Garcia, Gerald Martin. Today was Eddie Garcia, right? What does Eddie Garcia have to do? He needs to go ahead and leave his pretty much his zone and try to go cover the space that Balde is leaving behind because he's not strolling back. He's not tracking back, right? And then it's a domino effect after that. Kubarsi has to then go to Eddie Garcia's position. Kunde has to go to Kubarsi's position, right? And that is the reason why you saw the last two goals of Atletico de Madrid come from there. Like I told you, right? It comes from all the goals, pretty much all the threat came from Balde's side. I think Simeone realized, like, hey, you know what? Balde leaves a lot of open gaps. We can capitalize on that. On the third goal, if you notice, Giuliano was pretty much running mayhem against. He was running like just. It's like if nobody was non-existent on that side, he just kept running and running and running and running. He would cross the ball, right? It was either always Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, and Lookman, right, who were there. And what happens? Two of those, the last two goals of Atletico de Madrid came just by that, which means Bande tracking back, just not just strolling back. I'm sorry. So
Yeah,
and it's not just this game, dude. You get me? I've been saying this from Balde for a very long time. Ever since he came back from his injury, bro, I think that Balde probably feels very comfortable in that position because the last time that I saw Balde play good, if I'm being honest with you, bro, was when he was competing against Jordi Alba for that position.
yeah, when he
That's
was
the
coming
last
up, huh?
time. Yeah, that's the last time I saw during that little period, that little stretch, the little season. That's the last time I saw Bardet performing at a high level, in my opinion. And I was like, hey, you know what? This guy could be really good. Now he's young, of course, but what I'm saying is like certain things that he's doing, he shouldn't be doing though, right?
Yeah, his defender is basically not there, bro. It's just
It's not.
non-existent. It's just he doesn't defend at all. And I agree with you on that. And I've noticed that from Butler for a while now, like you have, right? And the only thing I would say is, okay, if you're realistically speaking, Flick is probably not gonna go ahead and bench him, right? He's probably gonna keep on playing him because he's probably thinking this is what we have. So if you're gonna do that, then the only argument that I would have is why do you put a shaky center back next to him? That's also going to be a liability. That's all I'm saying. It's like with Inigo Martinez, when Inigo Martinez was there, for example, right? It kind of compensated a little bit for that because Inigo Martinez was really good defensively. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna have a player who constantly is going up, right, leaving a lot of open gaps, not tracking back defensively, in Badle, then put a solid defender there. I just don't understand why he stopped playing Gerard Martin, bro. Gerard Martin was doing good.
Yeah.
He was doing good, but I think Flick also, like I told you, right? It's sort of this. Some coaches have this idea where they want to die with that idea, and I understand Flick, right, with his playing method. But there's certain players where he's just obsessed with playing and continuing to play, even though they're not working in that position. One of them is Eddie Garcia as center back, and the other one is Ferran Torres as a number nine. Those two are just not working, bro. I mean, I think everybody can see it, and but he just keeps on playing and keeps on playing and. So that's all I would have to say. If you know that you have a player who's going to be a liability in defense, then don't put another defender next to him who's also going to be a liability in Eddie Garcia.
No, you're right in that because both you and I have also talked about and mentioned that Gerard Martin, in my opinion, our opinion, he wasn't playing bad, right? He
He
hadn't been
wasn't.
playing bad, and then it kind of just seemed like Fleek, unfortunately, has been, like you said, obsessed with this idea of like having to play Eddie Garcia, right?
Hmm.
Um, with that being said, I completely 100% agree with you, right? I think that if you know that Balde himself leaves a lot of open gaps, you should go ahead and maybe try to work and getting a defender who can probably cover that position a lot more. You get me?
Hmm.
And unfortunately, like we said, right, we both think that Eddie Garcia is not the type of player to go ahead and play center back because you mentioned it very well, bro. He didn't do it against with Luis Enrique, right? And the national team, right? He didn't even take him. He didn't do it with Xavi. It didn't work
Mm-hmm.
with Xavi, I'm sorry, with Pep Guardiola at City, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's been a lot of times where we've seen Eddie Garcia kind of fail, right, as a center back. Now, I'm not nothing against Eddie Garcia, bro. Just because he's not, in my opinion, bad as in my opinion, is not as good as center back as maybe he is in a CDM position or in the right back. Doesn't mean that he's a bad player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cut him slack because at least he tries. You get me? He
Yeah.
tries and he works hard. He runs. Nothing against
Mm-hmm.
that, right? But with that being said, bro, just moving on to Ferran Torres, just to kind of, feed your point. I mean, bro, Ferran Torres, I'm getting sick and tired of it, bro, because Ferran Torres, every time I see Barcelona games, bro, um, he goes missing, bro. Especially when it comes to big important games, right? I'm sick and
Oh,
tired
yeah.
of 55 million player that Barcelona paid for, right? To go ahead and score these mediocre goals that he should be scoring, right? And the goals
Mm-hmm.
that he should the goals that he should be scoring, he scores, of course, right? Because they're tap ins or they're rebounds, right?
Yeah.
But the goals that when you actually really need him, bro, I can sit here and kind of pretty much tell you that I can probably two two goals from Ferran Torres or three from Ferran Torres' career at Barcelona that I can remember.
Career.
Oh,
We're talking about careers.
yeah,
He's been there. He's been there since 2021, right? Like
right,
5 years now.
right, bro. I can remember, bro, the goal against Borussia Dortmund, right? When he scored it, right, in knockout stage. Remember? He also scored
Mm-hmm.
against Inter, right? I'll give him some slack about that. And then, of course, against Real Madrid. Remember when
Yeah.
it was like last year, right? Those
Mm-hmm.
three goals I can remember um saying I can sit here and say, oh, you know what, these three goals mattered. These three goals
Mm-hmm.
actually matter that Ferran Torres. But besides that, bro, he doesn't. And what irritates me the most is that Barcelona paid 55 million for him. He's
Yeah.
in the top 10 highest paid players at Barcelona, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
not he's not a substitute player that Barcelona just got for free. And what irritates me the most too, bro, is that there have been players that don't get as much chances as he does, right? Because we
Mm-hmm.
can go back to Ansu Fati, right? How many times have
Yeah.
Barcelona been so quick to offload Ansu Fati and be like, hey, you know what? Unfortunately, you're not working. Yeah, you're getting paid a good amount of salary, but they haven't maybe tried reducing his salary. Who knows, right? They've been so quick. Where was Rooney? Rooney hasn't been getting playing time like that, bro. You
Yeah.
get me? It's like I don't know. I really don't know what's this obsession with Ferran Torres, bro. I think that Pep Guardiola, honestly, bro, is a very good salesman. Because let's not forget that he sold Ferran Torres to Barcelona, and so he did the same with Eddie Garcia, right? But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude, it's like you cannot go to the Champions League thinking that you're gonna go ahead and win a Champions League with a player like Ferran Torres as number nine. Dude did not have
No.
an opportunity, bro, to I think the minute 40th or 42nd minute of the first half,
That
bro.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of embarrassing, bro. But in these kind of big games, and the same thing as Chelsea, right? That one chance that he had, we saw what he did, and it's kind of amazing because he does this a lot. For in a lot of games, bro, he goes on the whole first half without having one attempt at goal, as playing as a number nine, and that's kind of embarrassing, bro. Because it just tells you that his positioning is wrong. And like I told you, right, it just seems like to me that he's like 10 seconds late or like 15 seconds late to a play. The defender is always on top of him. The defender is always getting to the ball before he does. And the only reason I can think of that something happens to a player like that is because the player's already thinking what he's gonna do when the ball's getting to him instead of thinking about it before the ball gets to him. Meaning that he has no clue what he's gonna do, you know, the situation right in the box or wherever it may be before the ball gets to him. So by the time he gets the ball, of course, the defenders, they're already anticipating it, so they get to the ball before he does, like we saw today. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm already kind of tired of talking about Ferran Torres, to be honest. I think at this point it's just a lost cause because for some reason Flick is just obsessed with him. So, and like you said, right, and like we've said, right, if Flick and Barca believe that, like Deco, right, Deco said that we don't need a number nine because we have Ferran Torres. If they honestly believe that, bro, like I just don't see how Barca can even make it to the Champions League final or even win the Champions League, bro. Having a relying on a number nine like Ferran Torres, it's just not gonna happen, dude. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. But anyways,
Bro, just real quick, I wanted to also tell
yeah.
you, right? Let's not forget, dude, that Luis Enrique did win a Champions League without a number nine, right? But the biggest
Mm-hmm.
difference is that all the players that he had in the forward, in attacking forward, they were a threat, right? From
Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and other players that they had, right? It was a good build-up. So they were able to do that. But before that, right? we've seen coaches learn from their mistakes. One of them being Pep Guardiola, right? Where he said, "Hey, I want to play with Foden as a false nine. I don't want to play with a number nine." Right before getting Haaland, and then he said, "Hey, you know what? This is not working out. I need a number nine." And then he goes and he wins a treble, right? Then you look at
Mm-hmm.
teams like, for example, real quick, Bayern Munich, right? They have always had a number nine. They go ahead and they get Lewandowski. Then they let go of Lewandowski. Then they go ahead and now I can say their biggest number nine right now that they have, like in terms of great, is Kane, Harry Kane,
Yeah.
right? And then you look at Bayern Munich's team and you say, man, they look like very good potential, candidate to go ahead and win the Champions League. And then the same thing me and you discussed it about Arsenal last season, right? We said, hey, Arsenal's a building team. You can tell that Arteta has a building project, and if Arsenal give him time, we both said he can do something with that team, right? With that being
Yeah.
said, I remember both you and I discussed before Arsenal beat Real Madrid. You remember both you and I said that we knew that Arsenal could beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, but we weren't too sure just simply because they didn't have a number nine. But the build-up was good, right?
Yeah.
But then they went and beat Real Madrid. We still knew they were able to do that. They were going to be able to do that based on how Real Madrid played and how Arsenal were playing at the time. With that
Mm-hmm.
being said, we said, but if Arsenal went and get a number nine, they're going to be a huge problem. And what did they do this season, bro? They got Gyökeres,
Yeah.
right?
They
So
got a number 9.
it's like a blueprint that everybody is following besides Barcelona, right? And I'm thinking the last time Barcelona played without a real number nine was with Messi. But you cannot compare a Messi, bro, to a Ferran Torres, bro. And even before Messi, Barcelona always played with a number nine. Eto'o, Romario, even Maradona, for example, Cruyff. All those players, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, um, Barcelona has always played with a number nine, right? So what I'm trying to say, bro, is that, in my opinion, I think we have to be real as Barcelona fans. We have to be honest to ourselves and just say and admit that if Barcelona, honestly, bro, don't switch things around, and in my opinion, especially getting number nine, I don't see Barcelona winning a Champions League in the near future still, bro. Unless a
Yeah.
miracle
Yeah.
happens,
Yeah. I
how
agree.
PSG did it with Luis Enrique, but I do not see it, bro. I really do not see it. The Liga is different because the Liga, I feel like there's a lot, like Real Madrid sometimes tends to kind of keep that consistency throughout the whole season, right? But in the Champions League, bro, Champions League is like, it's like when you start facing those top teams, bro, it's like the World Cup. It's like, bro, you have to make the goals. You sometimes only probably are gonna get one chance out of the whole game, and you need to be able to bang that goal in, bro. And that's why you need a proper number nine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I agree. No, I agree, dude. I think and I've said it since the beginning of the season, right? I said it that if Barca go on pretending that they can win the Champions League or beat top teams in the knockout stage, having Ferran Torres up there and Eddie Garcia as a center back, it's just not gonna happen, bro. That
Yeah.
it's just not gonna happen. It might be enough for you to win the league, maybe even the Copa del Rey, but even now in the Copa del Rey, it proved that it's not enough. Kudos to Atletico Madrid, though, bro, because
Yeah.
they did play a good game. Atletico Madrid were biting the whole time. It kind of reminded me of the game they played against Real Madrid when they smacked them 5-1. Um, it was the same thing, bro. They didn't stop running the whole game. They were pressuring, they were biting. And look, they beat Barca 4-0. So kudos to them. The second leg is 1 month away. I think it's in March. I think the beginning of March is the second leg. But if Barca don't, I mean, we're gonna get Pedri and Rafinha back, which is good, and if they don't get any more injuries, they could potentially turn the tie around, which I kind of see it hard, to be honest. I think Atletico Madrid are gonna score at least one or two goals. But as long as they win that game, if they get knocked out, oh wells, and now they can probably just focus on the league, on the Champions League, bro. To be honest, my hopes for Barca and the Champions League this season are pretty low. They are, to be honest. I think they're lower than they were last season, just because I feel like defensively they're way more exposed this season than they were last season. And
Even
yeah, dude. I
attacking,
mean,
bro.
yeah, even attacking wise, because Lewandowski obviously is getting older. Ferran Torres
Yeah.
has always been the same, useless, pathetic. We cannot rely on him. Lamine Yamal, he's been Lamine Yamal has been having his ups and downs, where he's been having some injuries. Some games he plays pretty good, some other games he kind of disappears, doesn't play as good because teams already know that he's a threat, so they're putting 2v1 against him. They're
Yeah.
covering him more, they're covering the spaces around him more, so it's gonna be harder for him. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't expect the 4-0 to be honest, dude. I did not expect a smacking. They got smacked around pretty badly. I didn't expect that. But like I said, I'm glad it's happening now. So that way Fleet can probably get a wake up call and be like, oh crap. Yeah, we're not as good or we're not okay. There's a lot to be done in this team and a lot to fix. and I'm glad it happened now than in a quarterfinal or the semifinal of the Champions League where they can, this result could have easily happened there as well.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. And just real
Hmm.
quick, I would just for me to finish my thought process and all this and my thoughts and all this in this game. I do want to say that this is the first time that I think that I can say that this is Fleek's worst game as a Barcelona coach, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
dude.
it looked like
Yeah, I
Barcelona
would say
couldn't
so.
recover anything, and then I also feel that Barcelona didn't know what to do, right? And then I also feel like Fleek had a hard time figuring out what to do
Yeah,
because it stems from his
waking
lineups,
up the
right?
team. That's like waking up.
Right.
He had a hard time waking them up or getting them to rhythm.
And it even goes based on how he started the game with the lineups, right?
Yeah,
Because I was asking myself, right, when was the last time he played Casado as a starter, right?
that's true. Yeah,
Okay, I'm like, you've been playing with Bernal more than Casado, right? And then I said, okay, so if you really wanted to play with another holding midfielder, you could have been playing with Eddie Garcia, which you've also done, and he looks pretty good, right? And then obviously with the Ferran Torres being there, bro, to me, I saw Ferran Torres and I just laughed. I just chuckled, bro. I said, here we go again. How many times is he not gonna piss me off till they do it? And he succeeded, right? So not putting Lewandowski in, of course, right? Even Olmo on the left flank, for example, right? It just kind of seemed kind of odd to me. And then, Fermin, unfortunately, bro, I feel like he's better in the left flank than maybe even Olmo will be, right? And then you obviously talk about maybe not putting Gerard Martin, right? Or even I don't know, So I think that all this game from starting from Fleek to Barcelona players is it was just a combination. And of course, like you said, I will give full credit to Atletico de Madrid because I think that they played a hell of a game. They deserved the win, and I think that if they wanted to, bro, it could have been 5-6-0 if they wanted to. If they would have kept
yeah,
pressing, it for sure would have been 5-6-0, bro.
yeah. I think that Sorloth missed towards the end, bro. I was like, how
Yeah,
the hell did he miss that?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
it could
even
it
then,
could
you
have
could
easily.
see. Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like, yeah, I agree. It could have easily been 5-0 or 6-0, bro. Easily.
Yeah. Atletico Madrid kind of took their foot off the pedal a little bit, bro, in the second
Hmm.
half. And if they would have never done so, I could have seen maybe two more goals from Atletico de Madrid, bro. So I think that look, in my opinion, I think there's an 80% chance Atletico de Madrid are already in the final, bro. I think Barcelona need to have a
Yeah,
close to a perfect game of that of we saw against PSG at the time, right? When the Luis
yeah,
Enrique comeback. Because honestly, bro, if Barcelona play the way they played right now and they kind of are, going if they go into that game how they played right now, bro, I don't see Barcelona winning because, bro, let's be honest, Barcelona have been playing just like this throughout the whole season. They've been on and off. I mean, when was the last time you said, truthfully, you can tell yourself, hey, Barcelona had what a great game this season for Barcelona? I haven't seen a great game for Barcelona this season, bro.
the only one I would say would be the Super Cup semifinal against Atletico Bilbao, where they were 4 up in the first half.
But then look how
That one,
Atletico
but
Bilbao was at the time, bro.
yeah, it's Atletico Bilbao
I'm
have
talking
more
about
off
top tier
to
team,
the
not
not against the
Real
top
Madrid.
team. No.
Let's say, let's look at the top teams that they played, and not even top teams, maybe like good candidates, teams that have been in Europa League, Sevilla, right? They looked horrible against
Yeah,
PSG, Champions League, horrible against Chelsea, horrible against Real Madrid when they lost the Clásico in La Liga, horrible
bad,
against Real Madrid in the Super Copa de final,
struggling.
right? Struggling, and that's not a top tier Real Madrid at the time. They were struggling themselves, and then you can even pinpoint Brogue, right? You can put Olympiacos. You can put. It's like, bro, like Barcelona have been struggling. They've been all over the place, bro. So
Hmm.
I don't know.
I agree. I would also say this is jersey, bro. This jersey's been giving us bad luck.
I'm a rip it.
I'm having I'm having bad memories of this jersey now, bro.
I don't know, bro. Let's see what happens in the next game. I guess we can go ahead and discuss the
Yeah,
next game after. But right now, I need a break from Ferran Torres, bro.
me too.
And I do not want to see Barcelona's official website on Twitter posting damn Ferran Torres because they've been doing that. I don't know why. I
Well,
want to go there to Spain and find out who's tweeting Ferran Torres' picture.
yeah,
Barcelona's
seriously,
official
dude.
website.
The Barca admin, what the hell's wrong with them, bro? They keep
I
on
don't know.
trying to shove Ferran Torres down our throats. Like, we don't want that guy. Okay, quit
I think
posting
it's
that
Deco,
that
but I can't just
sardine.
prove it. I know it's Deco, but I just can't prove it.
Seriously, bro.
Oh, whatever. I guess
All
we'll
right,
see.
well, yeah, we'll see what's happened, bro.